Hello everyone, my name is Karen Chepkemoi. In this presentation, I'll walk you through our project on cybersecurity in healthcare sector, highlighting current threats and how we can strengthen digital defenses. Healthcare has become deeply reliant on digital systems for storing and managing patient information. While this shift brings many benefits, it also exposes healthcare organizations to a growing number of cyber threats. These include data breaches, ransomware attack, and system outages that can put lives at risk. One major example is the WannaCry ransomware attack in 2017, which caused serious disruption to healthcare services across the United Kingdom. Cartwright 2023. In this presentation, I'll share insights into the main cybersecurity risks facing the industry, the gaps within the current regulations, and the promising strategies being used to protect sensitive data. Cybersecurity in healthcare is not just a technical issue, it is about maintaining trust, safety, and quality of care. Our project was built around four main objectives. The first was to identify the key cybersecurity threats that healthcare organizations are currently facing. Second, we wanted to understand how effective the current legal frameworks are, especially HIPAA and GDPR. The third objective involved examining new technologies that can strengthen digital security, such as artificial intelligence and zero-trust architecture. Finally, we aim to propose solutions that could work in both well-resourced and low-resource healthcare environments. All these points helped us to frame our guiding research question, which asks how healthcare organizations can improve cybersecurity at a time when both digital infrastructure and regulations are constantly evolving. To gather accurate and credible information, we conducted a systematic literature review. We used the PRISMA approach to screen a wide selection of materials, starting with 160 sources and narrowing them down to 40 high-quality articles and reports. These are taken from well-respected databases, including PubMed, ScienceDirect, and IEEE Explore. Our review focused on four central areas: the risks posed by connected devices, weaknesses in existing regulations, examples of cyber attacks in healthcare, and the types of technology that are helping prevent these incidents. These methods were ideal for exploring a sensitive topic like cybersecurity without requiring direct access to hospital data. This is according to Shojail et al. 2024. It also allowed us to analyze trends across a range of healthcare systems worldwide. One of the biggest threats we found comes from the widespread use of connected medical devices, also known as the Internet of Things or IoT. These devices often lack basic protections like encryption or network separation, which means that once a single device is compromised, it can lead to wider system breaches. In many hospitals, the process of installing and managing these devices is not clearly defined or properly regulated. This is even more concerning in low and middle-income countries, where used or outdated equipment is often imported without any cybersecurity checks. It became clear that most of the risks come not from devices themselves, but from how they are integrated into hospital systems without proper oversight. Although regulations like HIPAA in the United States and GDPR in the European Union are meant to protect patient information, there are several gaps when it comes to today's cybersecurity needs. These laws often do not address issues such as real-time data sharing, remote monitoring tools, or cloud-based platforms. Wearable and AI-powered diagnostic tools are advancing quickly, but many of them fall outside the scope of current regulations. In addition, many low-income countries adopt Western legal frameworks without adjusting them to local infrastructure or staffing realities. This can lead to policies that look good on paper but are hard to enforce. Sabet et al. 2024 emphasizes that what is needed now is a coordinated global approach to regulating health data security more effectively. We looked closely at two major incidents to understand how healthcare systems respond to cyber threats. The first was the WannaCry ransomware attack in 2017, which disrupted hospitals across the United Kingdom. The second was a 2020 attack on universal health services in the United States that affected over 400 facilities. In both cases, the attacks succeeded because systems were outdated and lacked basic protections. Burke et al. 2024 found that nearly 60% of healthcare organizations still do not run regular simulations or have incident response plans. According to Cartwright 2023, it takes more than 200 days on average to detect a breach in healthcare settings. These delays makes the impact of attacks more severe and show that many institutions are still reacting rather than preparing. There are some exciting developments in the field of cybersecurity that offer hope. Artificial intelligence is now being used to detect suspicious behavior in real time. Encryption helps protect data both while it is being stored and while it is being transferred. The zero trust model takes a cautious approach by verifying every access request rather than assuming users are trustworthy. However, these technologies are not used evenly. Xiaojie et al. 2024 explained that many smaller hospitals still rely on outdated antivirus software and weak password system. Matthew 2025 also highlights the benefits of federated learning, which allows hospitals to train AI systems without risking patient privacy. These tools are powerful, but they must be supported by strong policies and trained personnel. To build strong cybersecurity in healthcare, we recommend a layered approach that includes the use of smart technology, clear regulations, and ongoing staff education. Cybersecurity should not be seen as just an IT responsibility, but rather as a shared goal throughout the organization. Regulatory framework like HIPAA and GDPR must be updated so that they can address current threats in real time. Hospitals should also run regular training programs so that staff know how to handle phishing attempts and system warnings. Sabet et al. 2024 suggests that legal models must be adjusted to meet the specific needs of each country. Aguao et al. 2020 reminds us that strong firewalls means little without informed and alert professional watching over them. Cybersecurity in healthcare is no longer a secondary concern. It is an essential part of protecting patients and keeping hospital systems running safely. Our research showed that threats are growing rapidly while responses are still too slow and uneven. There are plenty of effective tools available, but they are not reaching every corner of the healthcare system. Bridging the gap will require strong leadership, consistent investment, and clear regulatory direction. Cybersecurity must be treated as a matter of patient safety and institutional integrity. As Aguao et al. 2020 wisely noted, the strength of any system depends just as much on its people as it does on its technology. All the sources used in this presentation were carefully selected as their credibility, recency, and relevance to cybersecurity in healthcare.